Last day of March. Oh, what have we got here? Financial flow. Fantastic. Let's all have that financial flow. And you know what? It isn't always about winning. It isn't always about, it can be about saving too. It can be about budgeting. It's amazing that they're not the words that we want to hear, but often it'll give us something that maybe we didn't have before. So let's see what else is next. Oh, sexuality. I think this has a broad spectrum feel to it. It's also about equality in lots of different ways. And I'm hoping that that is going to get better as life moves forward. Hi, Sylvia. Wonderful for you to be here. Let's see what we've got after that one. Family harmony. It's amazing. I was talking to several ladies today. Hi Anne, I was running a meditation group, and this was actually quite a large part of what we were saying, that not everybody sees eye to eye in a family, and it can be quite distressing. But as Mel Robbins says, sometimes you've just got to just let them, and then you turn to what you can do in your own life. You can only hope, dream, and chase for so long, and then it just takes too much energy. And as people will often say, sometimes the vibe is just not right from one sibling to another, from one parent to another. It can be very different. What have we got here? Happy ever after. Oh dear me. I think we get to a certain point that we go, yep, we used to see that in the movies, but even the movies have changed. But I think happily ever after might be just at the end of this day and maybe the next day. I think if we set ourselves up, hi Jen, for happily ever after forever, it could actually be boring. Sometimes I think, well, just let me try. I'd be quite happy with the try. Now, just to let you know, I had the most amazing weekend. It was a new way of doing energy healing. It was exceptionally educational, surrounded by just the most beautiful people. There was 20 women. Some of them were a doctor, a dentist, there were therapists, just amazing people, all wanting the best for their clients and for their patients. There were two guys there as well, and the facilitator, an enormously knowledgeable man, extremely interesting. So I'm hoping to do more of that in the future. So this is boundless potential, and we all have that. What I want to talk about just very briefly with to do with that card is when we are sad and we shut down. I know it's obvious, but when we go into that, we really close off our potential and our possibilities. And one of the easiest ways is to jump up and down. It is not what you want to do, but as soon as you change your physical way of being, particularly if you put some music on, some really thumping music, you jump up and down. Pretty hard to be depressed or down or negative when you're jumping up and down. So have a little think about that when things get tough for you next time. Let's do one more card in this series. Optimism. Choose trust over cynicism. So there we go. I think optimism is a great thing. Um, I don't mind being wrong at all. I'm quite happy if someone says to me, "I think that's wrong." Oh, good, correct me, tell me, give me the latest. Tell me what's happening. So never scared to be corrected, um, because I'm constantly learning. I've got all these cards in different bags from when I took them away for the weekend. So just still unpacking things. So let me know um, how your weekend has been. Have you had anything exciting or anything life changing happening to you guys? So, what have I got here? The mountain. It can look beautiful. It can look that you can't climb it. But it's like most things, one step at a time. But a mountain like that would be good to have some training. Hi, Joe. And it would be great to have some boots and some warm clothes and plenty to eat. So here, I think this is a little bit about preparation, but not being scared to take on something big at the moment. I think that's important because I think there's lots of big things happening. Right. Dancing. It was interesting. I was watching an advert for ballroom dancing. Hi, Silvana. Okay. Hi, Barbara. Beautiful weekend. Yes. Just dropping in to say hi from Alison J. Guthrie and I. Wonderful, Etty. Lovely to have you. Love and light to both of you. So very, very good that you are here. Right. I'm going to unpack the surrender pack. Let me unpack these and let's see what we've got going in the surrender pack before we go on to the tea leaves. Oh, what's these two? Surrender your attachments to results. I'm doing a speech tomorrow, and I got some ladies together today so I could practice. I really want to get it just right. And they were terrific. Not only have they encouraged me, but they gave me a couple of hints of perhaps how I could tie something up a bit better. So, again, always learning, and I'm very grateful for those ladies too. Surrender obsessive thinking. Yep, that can certainly hold me back wanting to get things exactly right or as best that I can. So we need to always look at progress, not perfection. And the last one, surrender to what is. So sometimes you cannot change things. You can do everything that you possibly can, then sometimes you can't change. So one more card. Let's see what we've got here. Uh, as I say, ran a meditation group this morning and absolutely lovely ladies. And again, one lady brought a sounding bowl. And so I went round and I did all, the healing around their body. And it was just lovely. It was just different, having a sound bath. And here we go, a miracle. And we all love those, don't we? So we're going to go on to the tea leaves and let's see what's happening for all of us as far as the tea leaves are concerned. And here we go. Oh, it's quite a full cup tonight. There's tea leaves on the outside. This means things are imminent. So you can see what's happening there. Poof. All right, let's get straight into it. This looks like, when they grow roses and they cut them, it's a long stem and a shape. Can somebody tell me what that's called? I kill most plants. Not arborist. Anyway, um, this looks like a formal garden of some. I feel as though it's a celebration, and it's going to be quite formal. Certainly, the decor in the place will be quite standards. Yeah, thank you, Anne. I feel as though there's roses and lots of trees, and it's interesting. I'm wondering whether it's a same-sex marriage because that's what it looks a little bit like to me. Congratulations to whoever it is. This looks like a very happy event. It could be that it's being planned now and it may take 12 months, but it's going to be a beautiful event. So, congratulations, and I hope all that works out well for you. I feel as though what I've got here, ooh, a little bit of tea left. I don't know whether you can see it, it's like quite a round circle at the bottom, but it also looks like a woman's face with the that amazing African hair, the way it goes up straight, and then it's decorated. So this looks to me as though one of the countries, a very, very warm country, and this very high. I feel as though something is going to be done and said, and that this woman is going to, maybe she's a politician, but I just feel as though there's a lot that's going to be said, and I feel as though it's really going to have an impact. Okay, I know which event I'm going to do. Right, okay. So here, um, to me, this would be perhaps an African country, and I'm wondering what's going to go on there. Something big is brewing in this country. So I'm moving around the cup here, and I'm wondering if there's anyone that's having perhaps a bit of an ovary problem. Maybe they're trying to fall pregnant. It doesn't look like the fallopian tubes are the same length either side. So that might be something if you're trying to fall pregnant that you may want to double check that one fallopian tube is quite longer than the other. And um, I'm not an expert in that area at all, but that could very well be a bit of a problem if you're trying to fall pregnant. I feel as though I've got an Aries here. This looks like a young Aries. Could be a toddler. It might actually, it might even be a rather cheeky Taurus. It's just they've got the head to one side, and I can't tell whether it's one or the other. About 6 years old, and I feel as though this is a really happy child. Could have something to do with Prince Harry. Ooh, okay, Silvana. I'm just wondering if they've got a tooth problem, that they may not be, yeah, whether this tooth needs to come out. There's something going on here. This is a very bright, bubbly child, around about 6, possibly with an initial V or a J. And I just feel there's something to do with the teeth. So please keep you, whoever's watching either now or a little bit later, just watch that one, because maybe they're saying earache, but I think it's actually something to do with the tooth. So it may be a dentist problem rather than, and it could be that the ear is inflamed, but I feel as though it's coming from a tooth. So please look out for that one. Right, what's this one here? Let me have a little look. This is interesting. I'm going to have to come back to that because I think I might need to turn it upside down. Okay, let me just turn that one upside down. This is round about October, and I feel as though these are a bit political in here, but I think it's global. It's like there's three major countries that are coming together. Um, they wouldn't normally come together, but I feel they are coming together, and it feels like it's August, September, October, around about that time. Um, I see Australia here, and it seems to be, I mean, obviously it is, it's very much on its own, but for some reason it looks even more on its own. um, as time goes by. I'm wondering what's happening politically that Australia seems even more isolated there. So, okay, now I'm coming around here. I also feel as though there's a lot of creativity here. We seem to have gone from one extreme to the other. And there's a few people that watch or come on later. There's a lot of creativity here. I feel as though there's quite a few of here will get the urge to do writing poetry, writing, painting, drawing, maybe even pottery. I feel as though there's an energy coming where we need to express, we need to get out those feelings, not in words, but in that form of activity. Very interesting cup, very weird, very varied. I'm just going to come round this way. Yeah, it's something to do with these countries that wouldn't normally come together are coming together. So let's see what's happening there. I'm going to have to remember, well, I'm going to have to find out how I put my, I have a good idea, how I put these sessions that we have onto YouTube, because Facebook now apparently are deleting them. So they're not going to be there forever like they have been before. Okay, so we are now up to the teacup time. No, we've done the teacup. So we are now up to meditation time. So I would love you to relax and just be supported by the chair or the lounge or the bed, wherever you are. And close your eyes and become aware of your body, the rise and fall of your body. And say to yourself, I am here. I am here. And let that relaxation come over the top of your head, down the back of your neck, a wonderful white light streaming down, allowing you to feel safe and relaxed. And the white light relaxing the muscles in the right shoulder and down the right arm to the hand, and across the left shoulder, down the arm to the hand, moving down those strong back muscles, right down to the hips, and down the all-important spine, that is the protector of our nervous system to all parts of the body, flowing into the hips and your bottom and the back of the legs, right down the calves, into the heels and underneath the feet. And have that sense as though the energy from your feet, the static energy that you don't need to hang on to, is actually going deep, deep, deep down into the ground. This lets you feel more grounded, more centered. And as we come back to the top of the head and feel that relaxation coming over the forehead, unwrinkling the forehead, relaxing the eyes, letting the jaw drop a little and the tongue relax. We come to the throat area, relaxing, letting go. And now we're at the chart, the chest. Just put your hand on your heart area. Maybe two hands, just feel that warmth, that support on your body. And imagine that you've given your heart a little pair of lungs. And it sighs and says, oh, I'm so grateful. I can breathe. I feel relieved, sense of release, openness, freedom. And if you wish, you can put your arms down and relax again. And having that sense that you're able to float deep down inside. The rest of the body is relaxed right down to the feet. You have this sense of floating deep down inside, safely, carefully. And as you do that, you come across your sanctuary door. And as you get close, just your presence, your strong presence, opens the door and you step into your sanctuary. The door closes behind you. And there you are in your sacred space, safe, protected, a magnificent space, everything that you want and need. It's quiet. And there in front of you is the healing bed. And as you walk over and lie down in this bed, there's a sense that you belong, and it's true because you do belong. And as you relax deeply, the pink mist comes, the healing mist above you, below you, beside you. It begins to seep into your body, doing a body scan, looking for cells that are no longer working and replacing them with little jiggly enlivened cells, just excited to be in your body to help with healing, with your immune, with your health, your joy. And the pink mist floating through your body, nurturing, nourishing, caring, acknowledging. Floating through. Loving you unconditionally. And every cell in your body being so grateful, happy for these moments just for yourself. And as this mist continues down your body, there's this feeling of being cleansed, being cleared. And I'd like you to imagine that the pink mist is also taking thoughts away that bother you, habits that no longer serve you. It's an invitation to let go. Even if you can let go of some things and not others, it's a start. Because what happens is you create space. Space for the good things in life, for the things that you really want. And at this point, at this time, there's a piece of paper on a desk with a pen. I want you to see yourself float over and sit at the desk. It's a blank page. And you go to pick up the pen, but suddenly writing appears on the page. And it's a short message. It may be a word, it may be a drawing. Don't try too hard. Just let it happen. And if it doesn't happen for you now, it may happen in your dream, or something may happen tomorrow, but it's going to be helpful. It's going to make you be curious and grateful and awe-inspired. It's a message deep from within yourself. It may not be life-changing, but it will help change your life. And so leave the desk now and float towards your sanctuary door. And as you get close, the door opens and you step through. It closes firmly behind you, and you know you can visit this place at any time for as long as you like. And whatever you want in that room, if you want extra healing, extra clarity, inner peace, more love, it is easy to tap into, particularly when you're in that sanctuary. Intention is everything. So as you float further and further back into the room where we started, you feel more centered. All your cells feel reignited and rejuvenated. It feels good. So welcome back. Take a breath. Thank yourself. Acknowledge yourself for being here. I want to acknowledge each one of you for coming this evening. It really means a lot to me. So please take care. I look forward to seeing you Wednesday night, 6:15, for the Vortex Healing. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Remember to have your boundaries. And maybe one night this week, if you can go to bed a little bit earlier, maybe that's what some of you need. Another glass of water, perhaps. Maybe an extra 500 steps tomorrow. Sylvia, my picture was a path through some trees. Oh, Sylvia, that is beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Wonderful. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you, each of you, for coming. And I look forward to meeting with you again on Wednesday. Lots of love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi, Michelle. And you can't hear me. Oh, okay. There might be a little icon there somewhere. We've just finished, Michelle, but the replay will be on in 2 clicks, I'm sure. All right. Lots of love to you all. Lovely to see you. Bye. Bye, Michelle.